Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and today's video is going to be a video that is way overdue. I feel like I haven't given you guys any real intense updates, I guess you could say, since maybe Phoebe was 2 months old or something. I don't even remember. She's 5 months old now. A lot has definitely changed, a lot has not changed. I'm just going to do my makeup while I talk about everything. I took a lot of notes, so I don't forget anything, but I might still forget stuff. I don't really know. My routine is pretty similar to the very low powder routine I posted a few weeks ago. A couple things in here are different. I'll link everything down below. I'm not going to really talk about the makeup I'm using, but yeah, if you guys are interested in hearing updates about me, Phoebe, and you guys did submit a couple questions that I can answer at the end, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so if you are not super familiar with a little background on Phoebe, she has very, very bad reflux. It started, I want to say, when she's about 2 or 3 weeks old. That's when everything started going wild here. Actually, for us, the first 2 weeks of having Phoebe home were not as bad as we expected. It seems like after that 2-week mark is when everything kind of went haywire, and it's just been nonstop craziness ever since. This whole kind of section of the video is going to be why reflux and baby, why the advice always triggers me, because it doesn't really work. When they're like, oh, feed them less more often, sit them up 20 to 30 minutes after a feed, have them sitting more upright while they're eating, all this stuff, nothing works. At least in our situation, none of those things work. So as far as Phoebe's diet, she has been on Similac Alimentum basically since she was in the hospital. When we asked for formula in the hospital, that is the formula they gave us. And when we tried switching her off of it, she was not pleased. We've also tried, as our doctor recommended at 2 months, to switch her to powder formula, and she wouldn't take it. The doctor had us try powder Enfamil Nutrimogen, which is Enfamil's version of Alimentum. She wouldn't take it. So she will not take any powder formula. She will only take the ready to feed, which is so expensive. A bottle of Alimentum is $10, so that's $10 a day. It gets pricey. So that is the formula she's been on. And, they've been keeping her on it because they say it is good for babies with reflux, which I don't know. Sure, I have no evidence as to if that's true or not, because she just vomits it all up constantly. One of our biggest, most concerning issues with Phoebe, though, is when, again, this started around 2 weeks old, when you feed her a bottle, she basically screams through the entire experience. Really bad. Just screams when the bottle's in her mouth, which makes it very hard to feed a baby when that is how you have to feed them. There's not really another option. So on top of the reflux, she is really difficult to feed. A lot of her reflux is that she just vomits nonstop. The doctors were having us hold her up 30 minutes after every single bottle. So her entire life was, for a while, was sleep, eat, hold, then this much awake time, and then back to sleep. She wasn't doing anything except being fed, which makes her miserable, being held up, and then sleep. It wasn't an enjoyable experience as a parent either. It was bad all around. I will say she pukes on everything. If you follow me on Instagram, you would see a lot of Phoebe content for sure, and also a lot of Phoebe fashion, which I'm sure if you really do follow it, you would notice Phoebe changes a lot during the day. And that is, I'm gonna say, 9 times out of 10 related to vomit, not a blowout. She definitely has had her share of blowouts, but not very many. I am very, very, very fortunate that Phoebe does not mind being changed. Overall, she is a really good sport about having her outfit changed, having her diapers changed. There are a lot of things that Phoebe is very good about, and I am very, very grateful for those things, because the feeding and the reflux is hard enough as it is. I do want to circle back to Instagram in a minute, but let me finish this part about reflux. So the first thing they did was they put her on Pepcid, and then when we weren't really seeing any difference with Pepcid, they put her on Prilosec. And then we actually had her go into a doctor to have her feeding observed so they could see how she screamed. And like the doctor tried feeding her and she screamed. And basically what this doctor said was to go see a GI. So he took her to a GI. GI like watched her eat. Again, he said he doesn't like putting babies on Prilosec. So what he did was he first gave us something called Elecare, which is a completely lactose-free formula, but it was powder and we couldn't get her to take it. Another thing that they did was they gave us pH strips to test her vomit for 24 hours to see if it was acidic or not. And her vomit, if it was 2 hours after a bottle, was showing to be acidic. So then they put her back on Pepcid. And to this day, she is still on Pepcid because she still has really bad reflux. I mean, it is not going away anytime soon. I don't know. Everyone says she's doing a really good job growing and stuff, but what we started around 4 months was oatmeal. I personally hadn't intended on starting her on solids that early. It wasn't like I was against it, but it wasn't really in my plan at all to start her on solids at 4 months. But what the doctor said was if she hates taking a bottle that much, she might prefer eating. And that is correct. She much prefers being fed her oatmeal than taking a bottle, which I mean, I guess in the long run, that's good. As of last night, so she turned 5 months yesterday. As of last night, she has now had carrots, a carrot puree. So we are starting to introduce purees to her. That seemed to go over really well too. So I'm definitely very grateful that we don't have the same experience with, you know, more solid food as we did with the bottle because I had like PTSD from the bottle feeding. Because like I said, it only started around 2 or 3 weeks because when we first had like our immediate family like meet her when she came home from the hospital, like we offered people like, oh, do you want to feed her? And like they were able to feed her a bottle and no problem. It was like how you imagine feeding a baby a bottle. Very normal, I guess you could say. So I don't really have an answer still as to why she hates being fed from the bottle and why she screams. But trust me when I say Scott and I both cannot wait for her to not be drinking a bottle anymore. Now back to Instagram. I do post as much as I can on my Instagram because, you know, I just love her and it's fun to share the cute things she does and the cute outfits she wears, but it's very hard to like know where the line is as far as social media goes because like I don't know how I want to handle her on social media in the long term because like I trust like everyone who's watching this video, like I totally trust showing you guys Phoebe. It's the other people in the world who like, I don't know. Like I haven't had her on my channel yet. Like I obviously have like posted like little like screenshots of her in the corners of videos and stuff, but like other than that, I haven't done anything. And I mean, a lot of that is because like life is crazy right now. I haven't had time to like include her in a video. Like I'm filming right now because Scott is home and he's able to like hold down the fort for a second, but I don't know. I don't know what to do yet. I still haven't really figured out in the long term how I wanted to handle Phoebe in social media. I did randomly like shoot a couple vlog clips last week, so I do want to get back into vlogging. I don't think they're going to be as like organized and precise, and they might just be like a bunch of random blurbs randomly put together occasionally, but that's probably the most planning I can do as of right now. So, I mean, overall, Phoebe's great. I mean, we love her. And for as much as she hates eating, she really loves basically everything else, which has been very appreciated as her parent who doesn't know if she would have been able to handle that kind of hate for much more. Because it's been a lot getting through every feed. And it does not go unnoticed how much Phoebe is good with like things like she loves bath time. She is she's really good at playing. Doesn't really like rolling over. I won't fault her for that. She's she does not like being on her tummy for sure. She's not the greatest sleeper. She's never slept through the night, but I'll still take the not great sleeper over the bottle screaming because it's not my favorite. Now I did want to transition this into probably why you clicked on this video, and that is that I quit my job. So quitting my job was kind of always the plan. I wasn't very happy in the job I had been in, and Scott got a good job last summer where the health benefits were comparable to what I had at my current job. So that kind of sealed the deal, because the only reason I'd really actively stayed at the job I had was because of the health insurance. Fun story, since in America your health insurance has to like renew at the beginning of every year, I was so paranoid that we were gonna have the baby and like the health insurance wasn't going to have properly switched over because like maybe the baby was gonna come January 1st or something. So we were able to get me added on like December 20th onto his plan, and we like confirmed it like 3 million times. And they said just to call when the baby was born and they would add the baby on, and everything was fine. I wasn't planning on going on to this story right now, but you know, while we're at it, basically, I think it was the day after Phoebe was born. Maybe it was even the 2 days after. I don't know, because we were in the hospital 4 days. It may have been the second or third day. It's a little bit of a blur. He calls to add her on and they go, "You don't have a family plan. You're only a single plan." The day before my C-section, someone randomly at the health insurance company, for some reason, accidentally removed me from the plan. So I technically had a C-section and was not insured at the time. I was livid because we had for weeks quadruple checked that I was on the plan. But for some reason, the day before, somebody was just like, undo. We were able to get everything retroactively changed, but let me tell you something, that was a stress that I did not need that right after having a baby. Thinking about, am I going to have to pay for a C-section out of pocket? So that was wild. So back to quitting. So him getting a good job where I could get on the health insurance and the baby could get on the health insurance, that really sealed the deal, because I really have been unhappy where I've been working, and you know, it is scary. I've been fully employed for almost 9 years now, and not having like a constant income is weird. Like, it's weird, and I'm still trying to get used to it, because I mean, like, we're not rich by any means. This is the plan for right now to be very temporary, but we both knew that we didn't want to put Phoebe in daycare, and we knew that the job I had didn't make enough money to even make it worth paying for daycare, because I wasn't making a lot of money. But like, even though I'm scared, I'm so happy at the same time, because first of all, that specific job I'd been in, I think this current month would have been 6 years at that job. So it wasn't like I didn't give it my fair amount of time to, like, you know, get to know the place. Am I gonna miss the job? Not at all. I'm more so gonna miss my coworkers, which it's weird to say because, you know, we've been at home for so long. But if I've been able to keep in contact with them through a pandemic, through being on maternity leave for 5 months, you know, I still can like contact them, you know, meet up with them. Like, they're not disappearing off the face of the earth. So that's still really nice. To be completely honest, we don't really have a plan of what we want for me. I mean, right now, time is not really available. Like, there is no way, even if I was working remotely right now, I wouldn't be able to dedicate time to commit to a job, because Phoebe's not only demanding, but like her naps, they're not good. Like, she doesn't take good naps, and there's not a lot of time where I can just do things. Like, it's a big deal if I can get a load of laundry folded in a day during a nap. Like, I can't imagine how I would be able to like commit to like attending a meeting or meeting a deadline with the way things are at this current time. Something we really are looking forward to is Scott is getting paternity leave. So where he works, you have to be working at the company for a full year to be able to qualify. So he started at the company last July. So actually starting in July, he will be off for 3 months. So that was another really big thing about how my maternity leave ending and his kind of getting ready to start up is like really cool, because now it's going to be the only time ever that the three of us are going to get like a 3-month, not vacation, but just like unlimited time together to do things. And I think it's really cool because, I mean, obviously like most people take maternity and paternity leave like when the baby's born, but like she's kind of like a little person now. So we'll be able to do like a lot of stuff with her in the summer, and it's going to be like really fun because when his paternity leave starts, she's gonna be 6 months old. So those 3 months, she's gonna have daddy all to herself to do whatever she wants. And I think it's going to be really nice for everyone. So the plan is that I'm not even going to start trying to figure out a plan until after those 3 months, because like those 3 months are going to be like something we can't take back. Like it's a kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity for the three of us. We do have a trip planned with my family Labor Day weekend, and we have a beach house in September for his birthday, the three of us, so that'll be fun. I'm sure many of you are wondering if I am trying to make YouTube my job, and the answer is that would not be possible. I don't make any money from this channel, so I could not plan for that to be my plan. You know, I was making money on this channel in 2019, and then the pandemic hit, and it hit my channel so hard, and my channel never recovered after the pandemic, which, I mean, I don't really know why. I don't know why. I have had many people say they've been unsubscribed. I've had many people say they didn't even know I've been uploading because like my videos weren't being recommended. So I don't know. It definitely sucks because I don't like to be in the beginning of my video telling you to subscribe and hit the button and thumbs up and comment and like and share and everything, because like I don't like pestering. I don't like, well, not that I feel like that when I watch other people's videos, but it's not something that I am comfortable doing. Like if you like me, subscribe. If you want to comment, comment. Like I'm not gonna force people to do things. And I don't know, so that probably hurts my channel. A lot of things I do hurt my channel. I don't fit the YouTube algorithm. When I started this channel, I started as Things by the Berk because I could not handle the thought of being in a bubble. Like that to me would have made me feel claustrophobic and hate this channel so much, because I didn't just want to do one thing. Like I wanted my channel to be what I like and what makes me happy, and I didn't want to be feeling like I was forced to make content that I didn't want to make. I'm like, I like making content that makes me happy, and I hope that that makes other people happy, the content I make, and I hope that some of the content I make helps people. Like that all makes me happy, all of those things. And that's always what Things by the Berk was supposed to be. And making content that you want to make is not the YouTube way. Like the fact that I do mom content, vlogging, and beauty, and random unboxings, like that is not like the niche way. Like YouTube wants you to pick your niche, stick in your niche, and then you'll do well. And like, I don't want a niche. I want to make different things. Like I feel like making the same thing over and over again, it's boring. Like, like I want to do baby related things. I want to do makeup related things. I just want to sit and chat. Like I like doing Q&As. Like I don't know. It's weird to me that YouTube doesn't like that YouTube doesn't push out content that isn't consistently the same content. Like no one stays the same forever. Like you evolve, you change. Like I'm not the same person I was when I started this channel in 2017. So why would my content stay the same? I will also say it's been very, very hard for me to take time to film. Like I assume this is mom guilt, but when I'm home, I have so much guilt not being with Phoebe. I don't know. I don't know if I ever will not have that guilt, but it's very hard for me if I'm home to not be with her. Like I have had to leave the house and leave her before, and I don't have that feeling of guilt when I'm not here. When I am here, I have a lot of guilt not spending time with her. So I don't know how long it takes for that to go away, if it ever does, but I'm still in that phase. I will say I just want to throw it out there. Scott is the best dad. I mean, if you follow me, have been following me, between the videos you guys saw when I was pregnant, between all the content I post on Instagram, I'm sure it's very clear that Scott is a very good dad, but Phoebe is very, 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 very lucky to have him as her father. That is for sure. I think those were all the things I really wanted to touch on today. I'm sure I missed stuff. I'm sure you're like, huh, but she didn't answer this question I was wondering about. I can definitely film another Get Ready With Me coming soon. But I did have a couple questions that you guys had submitted. One of them being, what's my favorite thing about being a parent? And I thought that was really hard. But I decided that my answer is just spending time with her. Like, I always have so much fun with her. Like, just being with her is so fun. Whether it's, you know, snuggling, playing, you know, going outside. Like, I hate being outside and I like going outside with Phoebe. So that says a lot. I did ask Scott the question too because I was wondering what his answer would be. And he said his favorite thing is just seeing her smile and giggle, which, yeah, same. One of the questions was, where is my favorite place to buy her clothes? So I did post a baby clothing haul a month or so ago. Favorite place is hard. So I mainly get her stuff from Target, Amazon, H&M, Old Navy, or ThredUp. Like, those are kind of the main places I go. Target, I really like to see what brands are on sale different weeks. And like right now, what I've been doing is trying to get stuff that's on sale now for like next fall and winter. Amazon just has really, really cute stuff. You just have to be careful and read the reviews. H&M, I really like. Their prices are a little high, so I like to get it on sale, but they have like very like stretchy material clothing that it just looks so comfy. Old Navy's pretty good too, but their prices can be kind of high. I also have been able to find a lot of clothes for her from ThredUp. ThredUp is an online thrift shop. It's actually where my romper's from. If you do like thrifting, like they have really, really good brands. Like I said, Old Navy's kind of expensive, but Old Navy, the baby clothes are priced really low, I feel like, on ThredUp. So I've actually been able to get her a lot of really nice Old Navy clothes through ThredUp, and also a lot of like Halloween stuff and like Christmas stuff. Like for this coming holiday season, I've been able to get through ThredUp. If you haven't ever used ThredUp and you are interested, I do have a 10% off code, referral link that you can use for your first purchase. The last question I got, of course, was, do we want more babies? And yes, don't know how many, but where we currently live, I really can't envision us being able to fit another child. We live in a fairly small townhome, and I can't imagine us fitting another person here. And the thought of moving, first of all, buying a house and selling a house and then moving, if I could just close my eyes and open my eyes and that be done, sure. I don't look forward to having to do that though, but yeah, we'd like at least one more. I don't know. We'll have to see how things go, but right now we're enjoying our time with Phoebe. But yeah, that was all I wanted to talk about in today's video. Let me know anything you guys wanted to let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it for this video. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!